Hi, welcome to Sound Bites from Home, a visual podcast featuring students, faculty, and staff from the Department of Performing Arts at American University. I'm your host, Andrew Brown, and today's guest is Catherine Riddle, a singer, actor, educator, and alumni of American.
Now, no matter where I am, no matter what I do, I see your face appearing like an unexpected song that only we are hearing.
So talk about some of your more favorite performances that you've done and what made them special.
Ooh, okay. I have to think about this. Because of course it's been a while since we've been performing.
Of course.
The very last performance I did live right before the pandemic was I did a production of Camelot in concert and I played Guinevere, which was a total dream. And it was with a full orchestration, which so rarely happens these days. That was a really, really cool experience. Also, another favorite was I was in Sweeney Todd with the Glimmerglass Festival in upstate New York, and Stephen Sondheim came to see the show. So that was really cool to be up on stage and him be in the audience.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth, and a baker for bread, and a prince for whatever. Never it's these ones. Face the facts, find the void, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these walls. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't just a trick of the wands. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never and?
So you were once a student at American University, and now you teach at American University. Tell me a little bit about why you made that decision and how that kind of affects the way you teach.
So I also teach kids outside of my job at American, and I had started doing a little bit of that. And when the opportunity came up at American to teach, I was like, this is such a dream. It's just to take the stuff that I'm currently working on, in the performing world, and to give it to these students and be able to tell them this is what's happening out there right now, and this is how we have to prepare. Yeah, it's so much fun and so rewarding. It's awesome.
And what do you like about working with the students at American University?
They're eager to learn. They're hungry. They're so passionate and driven. And even the kids who are not musical theater majors, most of my students are, but some of them are not. It's just their love for musical theater comes forward, and that's really fun to teach because they're so engaged and interested and just really love what they're singing, and that's awesome.
Give me that thing called love. I crave it. Give me that thing called love. I'll brave it, thick and thin, rich or poor time. Give me years and I'll want more time. Give me that thing called love. Give me that thing called love. I'm free now. Give me that thing called love. I see now fly dove, sing sparrow. Give me Cupid's famous arrow. Give me that thing called love.
So you also run a blog, which is interesting.
Yep.
And the blog isn't just personal travel experiences or what I had at a restaurant the other day. It is full-blown music knowledge and everything from theory. I also noticed you do songs by female composers, which is an interesting part of your blog. So I want to ask you, what was the motivation for doing songs by female composers on your blog?
It's so easy to fill up your repertoire with songs by, male composers just because there's so much good stuff out there. But the female composers that are out there, they are so worth exploring, especially looking at, we see so many males writing for females. When we look at females writing for male roles, that's very interesting too. And, they're just somewhat underrepresented just in the audition repertoire. And they don't tend to be people's like go-tos. And there's just some really excellent stuff that I hope can get more popularized, that people will put out there more.
And so whenever you're finding these things, are you having your students also perform them, or are you just doing it for your own personal enjoyment?
Yeah, this semester at American, all my students are doing at least one song by a female composer or a composer of color. And they were all, I mentioned this, they were all just like so excited and eager to do that. Their reaction was just like, yeah, cool. Like, so part of my inspiration for putting together these lists is just to make it easy for them to see stuff and pick stuff and listen to things. So it doesn't feel, like a chore. It's like a fun discovery.
Of course. Thank you so much for being able to do this. Really do appreciate it as always. I hope this is the first of many conversations throughout Soundbites.
Absolutely. This has been great. Thank you.